Maddie Seeger, Sebby Uzun, and Coach Trammell. If we have any other requests for players, we can handle those after. And we'll take questions for those in person.
Oh, Coach, Stu, thoughts on today's game?
Oh, man, going in double overtime, some incredible moments, obviously. Love the fight. Love the determination to be even in that position. Thought we had, we limited their threes. That's something they talked about, of shooting 30 to 40 threes per game. They live and die by it. So to hold them just to 27%, I thought was extremely well. Our bench outscored their bench for the 5th time this season, which is progress, which I love. Maddie, I'm just going to mention her right here because she's double-digit points for the 7th straight. And Sev, I mean, she's
what does it mean?
doing an incredible job. I mean, she is coming down and knocking down 11, ended on a +4 for the game. And so there's a lot of great things that, and our post players as well. I mean, they had a tall task, and BG, but I thought they did a good job.
Coach, you guys had 21 turnovers in today's game. Do you look at that as more of a communication issue on your end, or was it just something Phoenix was doing on the defensive end?
Well, I look at it as we forced 21. And so there's a little balance there, but yeah, I think there's times that with their physicality, of bumping and trying to force a little bit or picking up, the dribble at times. I think that has something to do, but still, we got to do a better job of valuing the basketball for sure.
Coach, at the end of the first overtime, y'all got to stop with about 5 seconds left. Were you?
Where? I'm sorry.
Sorry, at the end of the first
Yes.
overtime, you got to stop with about 5 seconds left. Were you thinking about calling a timeout, or did you want the
No.
fast break opportunity?
Sometimes I'll just listen to the team. That's where the players coach comes in, right? Sometimes you just want to roll and not let them have a chance to set up and what they're going to do defensively. Sometimes you just got to row. We know what to do.
Coach Terrence Johnson.
How are you? I'm doing great, considering, right?
How do you feel about the end of the game, the call on Tierra McCowan to be fouled out and didn't get a technical?
Yeah, well,
technical on it. But
yeah, well, actually, they're pulling it up for me right now. I was talking, so I didn't get to see it. So I'm anxious to go back and watch it. I know that our video coordinator has it up on the TV ready to go. And so what did you think? Yeah, well, I'm gonna go with you then. I'm gonna go with you.
Coach, let me just leave with this. All sneakerheads are not sneaker.
Oh, man.
But BG seemed to form some matchup problem on both sides of the ball. So what adjustments did you make coming out at halftime? It looked like you sped up the game a little bit.
Yeah, are you talking about BG, right?
Yeah.
Did you say? Thank you, and thanks for the sneakerhead thing. I take pride in that. No, but one of the things is meeting her early. We know that she always goes over that left shoulder. And if she's on the left block, she's going to go back to the middle. If she's on the right, she's going to go over her left. And if you get her some space to move her way, she's going to do that little back step. We want her to go into that. And I think we did, like I said, a decent job on that, but it's just more of remembering to do that. But yeah, I thought we did decent. And she's been out a long time too. She's full of life. I'm glad to see her back.
A lot of questions for Maddie and Seth. Just some frustration in recent action. You guys are still playing well overall, but just not getting the wins recently. What's like the vibe in the locker room, and how can you guys just build off, tonight's game?
Yeah, I think, it's always tough when you play, a close game like this, like double overtime, like you had multiple opportunities to win it, but we're getting a lot of end of game experience. So I guess, from the younger players, like that's all, we could ask for is to try to build on it. And, you want to be playing your best basketball in September, October, not, you want to be playing it in June, but that's okay. We're going to take this and learn from it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we just keep supporting each other and trying to learn from our mistakes every day. So.
Sev, you hit a big 3 in the double overtime. Just talk about what it means to have your team's trust for your first year in the W, just like your team's trust to take that shot in that moment.
I mean, I should have taken the first one, but I mean, they always trust. I feel that since they won, like they always give me that confidence and the trust. So when I didn't take that shot, actually, everybody just gave me positive reaction. So I was like, just shoot it. But like I said, I should have done it at the beginning. So.
Think about all the positives that she did, though. You know what I mean? She's a good shooter, and I trust her with it. So she shouldn't get. You know, we always talk about players don't get too high on the highs and too low on the lows. Shooting, short-term memory, right?
Rob, go ahead.
Yes, this is questions for Maddie and for Sev. For both of you, considering your basketball journeys, what's it mean to you to be in this opportunity to go for the win in such a hard competitive game that went to double OT?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get the opportunity to step on the court, you just gotta be grateful and you gotta embrace it. I think we're all competitive people, so you want to win. That's the goal, and you just want to compete. And I think our team competed for the whole 50 minutes today, and we had a lot of opportunities, but we competed till the end, and that's all you could ask for.
I mean, yeah, I agree. It's just today was like 2 overtimes, but every game is so tough and then really hard for us to play. So I think like as long as we're on the court, we're trying to do our best, and then hopefully it will be enough.
Thank you.
Blake, go ahead. Blake, you're muted. There you go.
Hey, ladies. This is Blake Spadar from Blake's Take and WNBA Swish. What did you ladies think of y'all? I mean, the team offensive and defensive execution in the first half, the second half, and the 2 overtimes. What was the difference?
I think like what Coach said, we did a really good job. Trying to take away the 3 and make them tough shots. I mean, this is a Mercury team that there's not many people you could help off of. So, and then you force a tough shot, and if they get the rebound, that's what breaks your back a little bit. So I thought, defensively, like we did, what we were supposed to do. 97 points in 50 minutes is okay. And then, offensively, there's always areas of growth, but I think, we were, moving the ball side to side a little bit more tonight, which was one of our goals. So, you got to take the positives.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
You want to answer it?
No. I thought you looked at me.
Let me ask you.
Yeah. What do you think?
Double overtime. So what, how do y'all feel after that? That's a big accomplishment. What do you think? It's endurance, psyche, like, how do you feel after going double overtime?
It was tough.
I feel like I'm less tired in the second overtime
Yeah.
than you are in the fourth quarter,
You
because then it's
forget it
just
at some
pure
point.
adrenaline. You're just
Yeah,
going.
you just
I'm
forget it
sure in a
at some
couple
point.
hours or tomorrow morning, I might have a different
Oh my
answer.
God. Even tonight.
Please sleep in.
But when you can't sleep because you're so tired, I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys know that feeling. That's hard too.
And you got to think about it too. We got home at 5:45 a.m. yesterday, and came in yesterday at 3. I mean, this has been a battle.
Coach, Kelvin K with BCP Plus.
How are you?
And you.
Good.
So Arike, she had 2 points first half and erupted in the second half. What adjustment was made to get her more involved in that?
Coming off screens, with more pace. You know what I mean? It's times that I'm glad you noticed that too, because a lot of times, she does so much for us and deserving, but sometimes just keeping her over there and letting her get a breath every once in a while to kind of get that rest. But then I think like I said, we'd try to get her off more screening actions.
Time for one more. Rob, go ahead.
This question's for everybody. With the next coming days to rest and recover, what's it need for you guys to have this homestand and hopefully get some W's on the board?
Means everything. The charters have been great being able to come home, but we've had some late nights. I feel like, we've just been like, just wake up game again, like, which is awesome. But it'll definitely take a few days. It'll be nice to just get some sleep, some good food, and then hopefully some wins.
I want to bring that up too, and that's why I'm so proud of this team as well. And just because we're talking about the travel, right, and the late nights, they haven't practiced. We came in yesterday at 3, and I was told minute-wise we couldn't get on the, you know what I mean? So it's so being, as a coach, that's hard because you just want to get in and grind and work on some of those enhancements, that we need to. So I got to give these players credit to come in and, Phoenix is coming off a good win, and the other day, and so it's the heart and the grit and the passion of a true professional.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pam cut us off.